Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Philip Beere. I'm your host of the No Line podcast, and we're getting warmed up for G2E 2024. One of our guests at G2E is going to be Fred Gushin, CEO of Spectrum Gaming Group. Welcome, Fred. How are you?
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm certainly looking forward to G2E Asia in Macao this year.
You have a special event on Wednesday. You'll be part of a panel.
Yes, I believe it's June 4th, the panel, Tuesday, and we will definitely be addressing Thailand and the Middle East and events in the United Arab Emirates, which are all moving toward legalization of at least IRs, and some are going to be considering online gaming and sports betting as well. So it's a very exciting time as new jurisdictions may learn from Singapore and Macau and the Japan experience and build upon that with their versions of integrated resorts, entertainment centers, and try and implement it.
Fred, you had there was a recent article in Inside Asian Gaming where you cited kind of the top 10 most exciting things going on in the Asian market for gaming. You had, say, Osaka or Japan, number 2. Kind of go through what you feel right now are the most exciting stories out of Asia.
Well, I think the most important story is the constant redefining of the projects in like Singapore, where they're making major investments there to grow the market, to stay competitive. Same thing in Macau. You see tremendous investment to basically convert the Macau market from a VIP market, a junket market, to a much more diverse market through non-gaming. Non-gaming is an essential element today to successful gaming. So that trend, Osaka is starting their construction later this year, scheduling to open in 2030. So there's going to be at least one integrated resort there. And then you basically look at Thailand and the UAE and some of the other areas which are considering integrated resorts. From our perspective, and I've worked in Asia for over 30 years, Thailand represents an incredibly unique, once-in-a-generation opportunity for the government to legalize entertainment centers and also do it in a way that will encourage the international investment they seek to make these world-class properties. So the bottom line is competition in Asia is going to increase. Competition is generally good. These markets will grow. And I don't want to forget the Philippines, which has also become a major gaming destination through the private casinos in Entertainment City, Cebu, and elsewhere. So there is a lot happening in Asia. And now you have the overlay of the United Arab Emirates and also Thailand.
It's exciting. And you mentioned how there's a paradigm shift somewhat in Asia to focus on more than gaming. And as a matter of fact, one of the themes at G2E this year is to focus on the entertainment side, even including art and how to integrate art and sport into Macau.
Yes, and I mean it's a transformation. It's interesting whether it's organic or not, remains to be seen. But clearly, there is a major effort to diversify Macau in terms of the mass market, the premium mass market, bringing tourists in, making it more of a destination resort, and the investment that goes along with that is going to be up to each concessionaire. They're all veteran casino companies, and they certainly know how to build non-gaming facilities as they've demonstrated in some of their other projects throughout the world. So it could be a very exciting several years ahead.
And for your session?
Well, it's actually the Middle East and the first jurisdiction that's announced to legalize gaming at this point in time. Obviously, Egypt's had small casino hotels and Morocco has had small casino hotels, but the UAE is the country that has really announced major gaming expansion. they've appointed a gaming commission with a veteran, Jim Murren, who is going to be chairman of that gaming board, and they've started to hire key staff. The one thing we're waiting for is the publication of the gaming law, which is well underway, and hopefully they keep telling everybody it's imminent, so it may be before G2E, it may not, but clearly the gaming law, once it's published, will be of great interest to the industry. Many of the major companies have announced they're interested. The Wynn organization is building a property already in one of the Emirates, and clearly this is going to be a big deal going forward. Just like Thailand is going to be a huge opportunity, because Thailand already has a tremendous hospitality and tourism industry. It's not just in the Bangkok area, but throughout the whole country. And the addition of entertainment centers seems a logical expansion of a segment of the hospitality industry that should easily be able to merge into their highly successful hospitality and entertainment industry.
How soon do you see Thailand happening?
Well, I don't have my crystal ball here in front of me, but there seems to be a sense of urgency. I did testify at a legislative hearing back in 2022 in Thailand, and the recent events seem to have put it on a fast track. The parliament issued some preliminary reports. My understanding is there's going to be a cabinet committee that will oversee this, and I think it's possible to have a gaming law in place by the end of this year, and clearly the government wants to put this on a reasonable fast track, but they have to also be careful that they to attract the international investment, that they have the appropriate regulation, which will make those investments even stronger.
Well, Fred, we're looking forward to your session at G2E, because we're going to take a deeper dive. We're going to hear a deeper dive exactly about these topics. Thank you. We're looking forward to seeing you on Wednesday, June 4th.
Yes.
G2E. And just for those watching this teaser segment for the No Line podcast, we'll be sitting down with Fred in Macau for an extended interview about this topic. Also on Wednesday, it will be streamed live. Yeah, Fred, any final words before we say farewell?
Well, looking forward to traveling out next week, and I think this is going to be a very successful conference, as G2E Asia is now unified again in Macau, and everything I've heard from people attending, everybody's looking forward to it. It should be clearly a major event on the gaming calendar, and it should be very successful.
Looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.